Hey guys, I am getting ready to do a Peloton workout. I've stacked I don't know if I explained this, but basically I stacked two classes back to back that I want to do. So one of them is a 50-50 where it's 50% on the bike, 50% on the floor with weights. And then after that, I was just going to do a 10 or maybe it was a 15-minute. I think it's a 15-minute hit ride. So altogether, 45-minute workout I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get back in the habit of doing my Peloton workouts. Hold on, let me put this stuff down. Okay, that's much better. So I used to be really good about doing my Peloton workouts. I think at one point I even had like a 90-week streak on the Peloton where I rode the Peloton at least once a week for 90 weeks in a row. And I really fell off of that. So I'm just trying to get back into the groove. My goal would be to do 5 workouts a week, Monday through Friday. But so far, I don't even know the last time I did a workout, to be honest with you. So I'm starting low. I just want to do 2 workouts on the Peloton a week. If I do 2 a week and I just stay with that, I can hopefully get the snowball moving, as they say, and get back into the 5 days a week. But anyway, this is really hurting my arm to hold this up. So I'm gonna get into my workout. I'm gonna make sure that my Peloton app is even updated. So it's probably not. So I have to do that. And then I'm gonna get into my workout. So here's my little stack. I have a 30-minute boot camp 50-50 ride, followed by a 15-minute, sorry, there's kind of a glare, but a 15-minute hit ride. Again, major glare, but I'm gonna get into it. Okay, just finished that workout. 46 minutes. 322 calories burnt, which I don't track calories or anything, but it's always just interesting to see how much I burn in my workout. I haven't been wearing my Apple Watch consistently for a really long time because, hey baby.
Done?
Yep, I'm all done.
Are you just taking a picture?
Yeah, I'm taking a video. I haven't been wearing my Apple Watch consistently in a long time because with jiu-jitsu, I just got out of the habit of using it, but I need to be wearing it at least when I do a workout, so.
Ooh, iPad.
Anyway, I'm gonna hydrate and take a shower and then try to get some work done, but I think the baby is still asleep, so. Oh my gosh, you're so silly.
Yeah.
The baby is not asleep, so quick shower, get the baby. Okay guys, I am just sitting here in my hallway. I really quickly just wanted to come on here and tell you guys about this new vacuum that I purchased yesterday. Please ignore my laundry hanging over the banister there that I need to put away. But anyway, so yesterday my husband and I went to Sam's Club and I have been in the market, or not really in the market, but thinking about purchasing a new vacuum for a while now. I saw this vacuum at Sam's Club on sale and I just could not pass up the opportunity to get it. The one that I was thinking about getting was from the same brand, which Shark, and it is their newest vacuum that they have. I think it's like, I don't even know what it's called, Duo Detect or something like that. It was very pricey. It was about $550, which I feel like for a high-end vacuum is pretty much the standard these days, but I saw this one on sale. Yeah, bud?
I need help.
Okay, so I actually picked up this Shark vacuum. It was on sale. It was a little over $200. I don't remember the exact amount. I think it was like $239. This one was on sale, and also the Dyson Animal on sale as well for almost the same price. And I went with the Shark instead of the Dyson because I know everybody loves Dyson, but I am a true all the way through lover of the Shark company. If you don't know, Shark and Ninja are the same company, just the different brand names. So Shark is more of their like vacuums, fans, hair dryers, those type of things, whereas Ninja is more the kitchen appliances specifically. So I have a lot of Ninja products and I have quite a few Shark products. So ultimately I did decide to go with the Shark over the Dyson, even though they were very similar priced. I can't say for sure if this vacuum is better than the Dyson. I can't say that, but I will say for the price of this vacuum, I am really loving it. I used it downstairs last night when we got home in our living room, and it got so much gunk and dust and hair out of our carpets. They looked really great. They felt felt really great after I used it. I used it in our bedroom upstairs last night, and it filled the entire canister with gunk and hair and dust. That was very, very, very satisfying. So I was just going to go through and pick up our little hallway playroom area and then run this in here and just show you guys how much gunk this thing picks up. I don't know if you're into that type of thing. I love that type of thing. I will say the upstairs area does not get as much attention as the downstairs area when it comes to vacuuming. My daughter, one of her chores each week is to vacuum the stairs and then the upstairs. So really only a 10-year-old has been doing this once a week for the last couple of months. So it doesn't get the attention that it needs. So we should have a pretty good outcome. I'm also going to take this little crevice tool that it came with, I guess, and then go, or I'll either use that or probably this one is the one I'll use to do the corners, because I know for a fact that my daughter never does that. So I'm gonna do that, and right now I'll show you. Can't really get a good angle with my tiny camera, but this is the vacuum. It has two brush heads in it. So it has this like softer one on the front that kind of is supposed to like force things in to get caught up by that one. It's got a very large container. It's very strong suction. I'm just gonna clean up down here a little bit, and then I'm gonna vacuum, and I will show you all of the nasty stuff that I can get out of my carpet. So this is all the stuff that I got just from doing the hallway. So it's almost about, I would say, like halfway full, and I haven't even done the playroom yet, which is behind you right now. But I know this angle is terrible, but one thing I wanted to say I really like about this vacuum as well is if you want to use the stick attachment, you can actually remove this part of the vacuum with the stick off of the head here. And I'm going to do that and show you guys. Again, terrible angle, but that's okay. So you just have this little lever there that you press down on, and it actually just comes right off. So with this collection section with this part removed, then it's very lightweight. I can just kind of carry this around the house, and I don't have to worry about moving the, I guess I would call this the head, the main head. I don't have to worry about moving that around. So I'm going to take the wand out with this other button here. I'm going to take this wand out and attach the attachment that I lost. Oh, it's over here. I'm gonna attach this little crevice head tool to it, and then I'm going to hit all of the baseboards up here on the hallway just to get the extra gunk out. I always think after you do that extra step when vacuuming, it just makes the whole area look so much more clean. And that's a step that I often skip, so I'm gonna do that. I just use this little crevice tool to do all of the baseboards. This vacuum has incredible suction power. I love it. Look at how much stuff I got just from doing the upstairs hallway and the crevices. So anyway, if you are in if you're in the market for a new vacuum, definitely don't be sleeping on Shark. I really love this. I'm very happy with it, and I'm not upset that I didn't get the Dyson. So, and also bonus points, this is about half the cost of the original Shark that I was considering getting. So I'm happy that I found this one on sale, and I'm happy that I got it, and it is demolishing all of the husky dog hair in my house. So check it out if you're in the market. Hey guys, I just dropped the kids off at my grandma's house. I have some work to do this morning and afternoon. I have to drive about 45 minutes away to do a showing, and then I have to come back to town and host an open house. So been kind of a crazy week. It's kind of gotten away from me. I haven't filmed as much as I did last week, but it's okay. It is Sunday now. I don't think I mentioned that, but I actually Friday night, or was it Thursday night? No, it was Friday night. So Thursday, my husband and I went to Sam's Club and Ashley Furniture, and we actually bought a new couch. So that's really exciting. So I'll be updating you guys on that as, you know, that unfolds. We obviously didn't get it yet. We had to order it. But Friday night, I started feeling really, really sick. I just felt really fatigued all of a sudden, and I don't know, just not right. I didn't have a fever or anything like that, but my husband went and got me some of these immunity shots on the recommendation of a friend of ours. And so I took one. It's disgusting, but it is Sunday now and I'm still not feeling the best. So I got another one to take. It came in like a pack of 4. So I'm gonna take this. It's got turmeric and pineapple are the main flavor. It says new name, same great taste. It does not taste great. I don't know why they would say that, but I'm gonna take that. And then out of my grandma's garage, I also grabbed 7-Up. So this will probably just counteract this, I'm sure. It'll be for nothing, but I wanted a 7-Up, okay? Additionally, I will probably fill this right now on my pants, and I'll show you in the guys. I wore white pants today and they're already trash, but anyway, there goes. It smells terrible. The turmeric is real strong in this one. Not good. Ew. But anyway, I'll show you my pants. Okay, so lighting actually makes it not look that bad, but you can see here and here, basically putting the kids in the car, I got car on my white pants. So that is very unfortunate. Also, just realizing as I was filming that little clip of my pants that my car is still on and the air is on, so I don't know how good the audio is in this. But anyway, took my immunity shot. It was not good, but about to make that 45-minute drive to my showing. I did get me a little snacky snack for the roads. They're perfect bars. These are so good. Almost taste like I'm eating cookie dough. And that 7-Up from Grandma's garage fridge. Anyway, I'm probably gonna put an audiobook on and start this drive. I will update you guys here in a little bit. Okay, so I just got to my office, and on my way back from my showing, let me see if I can prop you guys up on something. I guess it's a little bit better, but on my way back from my showing, I was gonna get that Always Brewin, that local coffee shop that we have in town, but I checked on her Facebook page and she's actually closed today. So I went through the Big B that we have as well. I've only been to our Big B one other time actually, and it's fairly new, but I got a campfire cold brew, which is a lot more chocolatey than I thought it was gonna be. I guess I should have known, but pretty good. Honestly prefer straw. And then I got some of these little mini pretzel sliders that have ham and cheese and honey mustard in there. So I'm just gonna eat this. Got finished with my showing a little bit quicker than anticipated. So I'm back in town. I have about an hour until my open house. So I'm just gonna sit here. The open house that I'm doing is literally in the town, right down the road from my office. So it won't take me very long at all. So I'm just gonna sit here, get some work done, and then probably head over there. This teeny tiny little pretzel sandwich. It's so cute. My iPad's dead. My iPad is dead. So, change of plan. I'm not gonna work. I'm going to charge my iPad. So, yeah, because I have the small cord and I can't reach. So, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat, charge my iPad. I think my co-agent is here, so I'll probably just chill out with her until the open house. So, I'm just making Sunday night dinner here, and this is a 1-pot beef pasta meal. This is a 1-pot beef pasta meal that I've made before. It is so good. I'll link the recipe in the comments. I've only made this one time before, but I really like it because obviously it's just all one pot. So I'll tell you really quick, I diced up an onion and some garlic and I sauteed it in the pan with some olive oil. And then I added the beef, ground beef in there. After a couple minutes, then I put a small can of tomato paste. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons, but I buy these really tiny little cans, I'll show you, from Aldi that are, I think they're like 8 ounces or they're 6-ounce cans. I always just use the whole can because hardly ever do recipes call for the whole can of tomato sauce. But so I put the whole can in there, and then I added a large can of crushed tomatoes, 4 cups of chicken broth, and then the noodles. And now I'm just gonna let it cook for about 15 minutes. Then after that, you put some heavy cream in it, and it's so good. I'm gonna cook up some garlic bread, and that's what we're gonna have for dinner. I'm just sitting here cooking this, having a nice glass of iced tea, and watching Chosen. So yeah, pretty good. Okay guys, I'm just gonna do a quick little grocery haul. I just went to Aldi's and picked up some stuff. See if we're gonna get yelled at. Still figuring out this camera, guys. So anyway, let's get into it. This was definitely an impulse buy, but don't these remind you of the... Let me get somebody else some little snacks real quick. This was an impulse buy. These remind me of those pizza sticks that we used to get from school lunch. I honestly think these are what they are. And so I was just like, I seen these, I was like, that sounded so nostalgic. So I did pick up one of those. It is gonna be, not this week, but next week's gonna be back to school week for my kids. So I was like, oh, that'll be perfect to have as just like a fun little lunch for back to school week. I got a can of sweetened condensed milk, not for anything specific. I just like to keep one of these in my pantries just in case I need it. And I had one that I used last week, so I bought another one. I got some chicken bone broth and extra sharp cheddar cheese and these rotini noodles for my mac and cheese recipe. I do put more than just this cheese in here. This is the only one that I needed. So we are actually about to leave in a few days to go on a little family, like with my extended family, a little out of town vacation. So I got tasked with making mac and cheese, and some of these other things that I bought are for that trip as well, so I'll let you guys know. But anyway, got that stuff for my mac and cheese. I got these croutons, shredded cheddar cheese, romaine lettuce, cherry tomatoes. Those were on my list of things that I needed to bring, I'm assuming for salads. I did pick up a box of these Aldi brand crispy oats, which are just basically like Cheerios for baby Hank, because he needs something, you know, you just give babies these, so I don't know. But anyway, 4 packs of butter. I do have a cake order that I'm working on this week as well, so those are for that. A bag of coffee. This is currently the coffee that I buy. It's the Barissimo coffee, whatever the Aldi brand coffee is, and it's the donut store blend. That's the one that I buy. Picked up some strawberries, some jumbo buttermilk biscuits, and some cinnamon rolls for Holland's birthday breakfast. She wants to have biscuits and gravy, and then I just thought also just the cinnamon rolls because why not? It's your birthday. Cucumbers were also probably for those salads that I was tasked to bring the ingredients for. Some bananas because we're out of bananas. I don't know if I said this already, but I got cilantro for possibly a meal that I want to make this week before we leave. I got some blueberries, 2 pizza doughs. I love to just grab these pizza doughs from Aldi. They're less than $2 and they taste fine. Very super easy. Keep them in the refrigerator and just whip up a pizza. Very easy and ready to go. I picked up some of this fresh peeled garlic. I've bought this in the past, and it seems to mold really quickly. But then on the alternative, when I buy fresh garlic, it goes green really quickly. So I'm not sure what the happy medium is here. This time I decided to go with this just for ease. I picked up a container of grape juice per the request of Holland, my daughter. I did pick up this additional little, it's a mess over there guys, sorry, but I did pick up this additional container of lettuce just to have on hand for salads for a quick lunch this week. I was asked to bring 2 loaves of bread, so I got these from Aldi. What's kind of funny is that this one is in there sideways. I don't know if you can notice that or not, but that's kind of funny. It's in there sideways. But 2 loaves of bread and then a family pack of chicken thighs, which kind of goes with the recipe. Well, half of this would go with the recipe that I want to do the cilantro for. Basically, I think I want to make like my own version of a Chipotle bowl, so this was for the cilantro and lime rice. But anyway, that's everything that I picked up at Aldi's really quick. It was less than $100. I also got myself a little Alani, so I'm about to have this or continue drinking this and get a little snack, I think. My snack is going to consist of the rest of my Alani. These Cheez-It Snap, sour cream, and onion, and then an Archer beef stick. So delicious. Hey guys, I am looking rough, but feeling rough as well. I am making cupcakes for my daughter. She has a couple of her friends over tonight for her birthday. Her birthday's tomorrow. She's gonna be 11. And she wanted some Harry Potter themed cupcakes. So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. It's not the fanciest thing I've ever done, but it will suffice. So let me show you. And I just made a huge mess. Okay, so I made a dozen cupcakes, and then in each cupcake, we have icing for one of the houses. So you have Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, of course. So, and then in here, here's my big cocoa mess that I made. So I'm gonna use the rest of my icing. I'm gonna make it chocolate by adding cocoa powder, and then I'm gonna put some melted chocolate in it as well. And then on top of the cupcakes, I'm gonna do like a little sorting hat. So then when the girls bite into the cupcake, it'll tell them which Harry Potter, or Hogwarts essentially, which Hogwarts house they are a part of. So anyway, this is gonna be super fun. So I'll show you how they turn out. Okay, these are not great. They're not great, but it is what it is. I'm gonna show you. They look terrible. This one doesn't look that bad. This one looks pretty good, actually. It's probably the best one. But here they are, my sorting hat cupcakes. Okay guys, so I just did a Lumino whitening strip, well strips, top and bottom. I'm trying to do the entire 2-week treatment that the box set includes, right? So every day I've done that so far. I've used Lumino in the past. I just have not always been the best at keeping up with doing it daily. So I wanted to do the full 2-week treatment every single day. And then after that, I thought I would purchase another box, and then I would just use like maybe like once a week or once every other week as I see necessary. So I did that. And while I had that on there, marinating if you would, I got everything ready, brought everything upstairs to share with you guys an Amazon haul. I am in my bedroom today because my daughter has some friends over for her birthday slumber party last night. Today is her birthday. They're downstairs, they're playing in the living room, they're playing on the next playground. If you don't know what that is, it's like a little game box thing. Basically like very similar to an Xbox Kinetic, if you remember that, or a Wii. It's very similar to that. My dresser back there is a mess. It has a ton of baby Hank and Harrison's clothes on it. I'm in the process of going through the dresser that is in their room, and so clothes are just living over there for right now, so don't mind that. I'm gonna get into the Amazon haul. This is a very mismatched, random, I have an eyelash. This is a very random mismatched Amazon haul. You have some homeschool stuff, some beauty stuff, some personal stuff. So I'm just gonna share it all with you. I also, in addition to these things, purchased a new TV stand for our living room, which I'm not gonna show you guys in this video because we also got a new couch, and that doesn't come for a couple weeks now. I'm waiting on the couch to come before we set up our new TV stand. So I'll show you guys all of that, like the whole living room shebang, whenever the couch comes in and we get the coffee table TV stand set up. But anyway, I'm babbling. Let's go ahead and get into the haul. I picked up 2 books for myself. The first one is The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. And then the second book I'm going to share with you is by Jackie Hill Perry. It is called Holier Than Thou, How God's Holiness Helps Us Trust Him. My friend recommended that we read this book for our next book club. Again, we're not going in any certain order here. I did get a case. I recently purchased a DJI drone, like one of the more inexpensive ones that they have, but it's really great, don't get me wrong. It's very great. I've never had a semi-professional drone before. I've had like toy drones. I wanted a nice case to keep it in because I did just get the basic kit that doesn't come with the case. This does have a weird smell, I will say that. Anyway, so very simple, just a case to put the drone in. Has a little spot for it to be safe. Right now I've been housing it in its box, so I definitely need to get it in the case. Okay, here's a little beauty thing. I definitely jumped on the train of these like bubble headbands. I don't have any of these. I know a lot of people have them, and I just wanted one to feel cute. That's that's literally it. It's nothing. I think they look super adorable, especially when you're like getting ready and stuff. So I got me one of those. I have really been into buying jewelry off of Amazon, I would say for like the last year. This is tape. I'm gonna tape this. So I love jewelry on Amazon because a lot of it, especially if you look at the reviews, is really great quality and the prices are amazing. Like normally the jewelry I get is on sale and you can get like big packs of earrings. These earrings are from Amazon. Any of the jewelry that you've probably seen me wearing is likely from Amazon, with the exception of my wedding ring. I got this little tiny cross necklace. It's a very little tiny cross. I just thought that would be so cute. I have a bigger cross necklace that I wear a lot, but I just really like the look of this one where it's just the little tiny cross. So I love this. This is so cute. I think this was literally like $8 on Amazon. So I love that. I also really love gold jewelry. I don't I have not bought any silver jewelry in a very long time. I always buy gold jewelry. So I really thought this was so cute. And again, it was like $8. Some curriculum type stuff that I got. So I did get the entire full set of The Story of Me, for mostly for my daughter. I don't really think this would be for a boy. I'm not really sure. Actually, maybe it would be. Yeah, okay, so this would be great. My daughter just turned 11 today. Actually, today's her birthday. She's 11. And so, you know, that time is coming in her life where she will be a woman soon. So I talk about her a lot, but Ashley from the Grace and Grit channel recommended these books on one of her videos a few years ago that I watched. And this basically God's design for sex. So I have the full set that I bought, and it's ages, the first book is ages 3 to 5, and then I have ages 5 to 8, ages 8 to 12. So this is the one that will probably start with my daughter, and then ages 12 to 16, facing the facts. So I bet the big boys are probably in there. The big dogs are coming out in that one. But I'm looking forward to this because based on Ashley's recommendation, this just was a very God-centered way to talk about, you know, that topic with your children. So I'm excited about this. I'm gonna look into these, and I'll probably, you know, I'm assuming it's for boys and girls, so that will be great. I can use all of them then. I was thinking it was just for girls, and now I'm excited because otherwise I was going to be reading the baby books to my daughter. Okay, sticking on the curriculum train. I'm so excited about this. I wanted to buy this last year, but I spent so much money on curriculum last year with buying all of Harrison's preschool stuff that I decided to skip it last year. But this year, since I didn't have to purchase a bunch of things for him, I did get it. And it is the Biggest Story Bible curriculum. I am so excited about this. I haven't even opened it up. I probably, no, I'm glad that I didn't, because I want to do a full curriculum video of what, like, all the curriculum we're going to be using for this upcoming school year, which starts in like a couple of days. But I'm so excited about this. So this is going to be really fun. I think this will be very great for our entire family to do together. I got so this is the curriculum books, like the individual books. So I got those. I got the verse cards, which go along with the curriculum. I'm not going to show you. I'll do another video, and then I got the Bible. And then for little baby Hank, I got the ABC book, the little board book that goes along with it. It's so cute. I'm so excited about this, guys. Like I said, I wanted to purchase it last year. I didn't. I got this year, and I actually got the curriculum on sale. So very exciting. It was on sale on Amazon. So if this is something you want, maybe check if it's still on sale. Okay, random thing. I got some replacement nubs. I don't know what you would call these. So these go in our baby gate. I mean, if you have it's just an adjustable arm for the baby gates. We brought up our baby gates that we had when Harrison was a baby, because now baby Hank's on the move and he's going into everything. And we couldn't find the nubs to one of the gates, so I had to purchase a replacement. Okay, so I was definitely influenced by another YouTuber that I watched to get these. They are basically what she says a dupe for the Hoka shoes. I don't know. I've never really looked into buying Hokas. I think that they're probably outside of my budget, so I didn't even look. She recommended these as a dupe for the Hokas, so I got them. They are the All Swift brand. I got white, and this is what they look like. These are actually really cute. So I have a hard time with sneakers, don't get me wrong, but I know that tennis shoe sneakers are trending right now, and so I decided to get me a pair of these instead of buying some expensive ones. I did wait till they went on sale on Amazon. I think originally they're like $50, and I got them on sale for maybe $40, or maybe it was $35. So anyway, I think these are really cute. I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try to get on the sneaker trend. Hoka dupes. I'll let you know what I think about these. The YouTuber that I watch is Jessica Braun. She recommended these, and she raves about these shoes, like in multiple videos, and I think on her Amazon storefront these are one of the most purchased things, so they must be pretty great. Another thing that I was influenced by Jessica to buy, actually she bought this last year. I didn't buy it whenever she recommended it, just because I was like I just wasn't in a spending mindset when I watched that, but I must have been when I rewatched her video about it, because it got me, and then I ended up buying it. But it's this little crescent bag from Amazon. And guys, this was like $14. So I just think, see, this reason I didn't buy this, sorry, it's not really, because I'm not really like a bag person. I'm normally of like a little wallet. I have a little envelope crossbody, and that's kind of what I gravitate towards, but I think that this could potentially hold more because I'm always like clipping stuff onto the outside of my little envelope bag. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and I think I can make this a little bit longer and wear it, because I would prefer like this cross instead of one arming it. And I guess I could do both, but I think if I made this, I don't know, I'm gonna play with it. It is very cute, don't get me wrong. I don't think my iPad could fit in here, but, and I'm talking about my iPad mini. My iPad couldn't fit in here, but I could definitely fit my keys, my wallet, my phone, and, you know, some cosmetics. So it's cute. I'm gonna try to be a bag girly. I'm gonna try. Okay, here's four super random things that you probably don't care about. I'm gonna show you anyway because they are technically in the haul, but I got a pack of cake boards. I don't know if you know this, but I do make cakes loosely. I say that loosely. I do make cakes for people if requested, so I do have a lot of cake supplies. So I got these are little cake boards to go just whenever I'm decorating the cakes or stacking the cakes, and then these are called cake drums, which go as like the base of the cake. So this one's just like a little bit prettier than these nasty cardboard ones. Nasty in the fact of looks, not that they're nasty, they're obviously clean. But I also got these cupcake boxes, which this one's actually got a rip in it, so that's kind of unacceptable because I think I needed all of these. And some cake boxes. I really like these cake boxes. They're very sturdy and they hold all of the cakes. Okay, 2 home things that I got. Actually 3. You'll see. So I got 4 of these pillows. I wanted some pillows for our new couch. Throw pillows are so expensive. So I got 4 of these pillow inserts, which I think it was a 2-pack for on sale for like $15. And then I'm just gonna get, well, I did buy covers to go over top of these. And I thought that would be nice because then I can just change the covers out, because the covers were really inexpensive as well. I think I got a 4-pack of covers for less than $20. So I got 4 total of these pillows, and then I got a 4-pack of covers to put on top of them. Now I thought this might be nice too, because then I can wash it a little bit easier if I just take the covers off or if they get ruined for whatever reason. Anyway, these are the ones that I got, which are little like fuzzy ribbed pattern, and I did get them in like a neutral set. So there's like a kind of like a pewterish color gray, and then a darker cream colored, a lighter cream colored, and then almost like a sage colored, but a very light sage. And then the last thing that I got, these wall sconces that go obviously on the wall, and they are battery operated, so it's a rechargeable wall sconce, and so you just take out the battery portion whenever it dies and then you charge it, and they each have their own little remote, which I would imagine probably one remote could work both of them. I have really small nightstands and I just can't support with, you know, like my lotion and my 2 water bottles and my books and everything. I just can't support, there's no real estate space over there for any lamps. So I got those wall sconces to put on either side above the nightstand, just because we don't have any lamps in our room. We only have the overhead light, and I really want to be able to just like lay in bed in the evenings and read, and you know, so a lamp would be nice. The lamp would be very helpful, and that way I'm not reading on my mini iPad, which is what I usually do, and then having the blue light affecting, you know, my sleep. So that is everything for this Amazon haul. That was a lot of stuff, and my room is trash now, so I'm gonna clean this up before the baby wakes up, and I'll see you guys in the next clip.